Hey everybody, this is Carl from ToyWiz, and today we're going to take a look at the comics that came out the week of Wednesday, May 20th. Now this is the first week that Diamond has resumed shipping, and DC's been shipping through other means, but because things are kind of ramping back up, it is a bit of a small week. So we'll be able to go through everything pretty quickly, and well, you'll see what we've got. Also, I apologize for the lateness of this video. The shipment ended up arriving a little later in the week instead of earlier in the week, so we're doing this over the weekend. So here we go. First up, we've got Belle, Oath of Thorns from Zenescope, part of their greater Grimm Fairy Tales universe of books. Next, we've got Birthright from Image. Series has been going on for quite a bit now, and it's a darn good one. Take a premise like Labyrinth, say, or Wizard of Oz, where you have a young character who ends up getting sent to an alternate fantasy world. Well, this one, the character ended up coming back quite a few years later, and he's older, he's more muscular, and he's still rather scarred from his experiences. The series has been amazing, and definitely worth a look. And then we've got the next issue of Buffy the Vampire Slayer, number 14, from Boom Studios. Deceased Unkillables, number 3, from, appropriately enough, DC. The Deceased books have been, they're written by Tom Taylor, who's a phenomenal writer. It's been a series that takes place on a world, what was the regular DC world, where the anti-life equation from Darkseid has taken over and essentially zombified everything. At the end of the first series, a lot of the characters escaped, so the Unkillables series is kind of dealing with whoever was left on the planet as the anti-life equation continues to run rampant and just destroy everything. And this is the finale of this miniseries, before we get a new miniseries coming up, hopefully relatively soon. We'll see how things go as far as production coming back. Doctor Who, the 13th Doctor, number 4, by Jodie Houser, featuring an appearance by fan-favorite Doctor, 10th Doctor, played by David Tennant. Big fan of Tennant myself, although personally, my Doctor is number 12. Love Peter Capaldi. The guy's amazing. Dungeons & Dragons Infernal Tides, number 3, by Jim Zub. What else is there to say about it? It's Dungeons & Dragons, and got a bit of a hellish thing going on with this one. Dollhouse Family, by Mike Carey and Peter Gross. First of all, I love this pairing. The two of them have done such phenomenal work on Lucifer, on Unwritten, on The Highest House, and Dollhouse Family is the book that they're doing for the Hill House Comics imprint for DC, which is curated by Joe Hill, who is a phenomenal writer in his own right, who was responsible for The Amazing Lock and Key, as well as a number of other novels. I'm just mentioning Lock and Key specifically because I was a big fan of that series. And now he has a bunch of these Hill House books out with DC. 100-page Flash Giant, number 4. What else is there to say? A bunch of comics about the Flash, and yeah, some new material, some reprint material, all cool. Ludocrats, new series by Kieran Gillen. Gillen's always very out there with his material, and this one looks like it's going to be extremely weird. In fact, ludicrous. Hence the Ludo in Ludocrats. Just shift those up a little bit so we can get a better view of the covers. Outcast by Kirkman and Azaceta. Forgive me if I butchered that last name, with Breitweiser. This is a series that actually I believe it had been turned into a TV series on Showtime about a man who's able to see or deal with kind of demonic entities and the way it tied in with his past. Kirkman, of course, being the man responsible for Walking Dead and Invincible, as well as a number of other great series, so great pedigree on this book. And here we have another Hill House book, this one written by Joe Hill himself with artwork by the phenomenal Stuart Immonen. Plunge this is what, issue number 3 on it. It's, I think, the last of the different series that they had coming out, because they've done a whole bunch of different Hill House books, and this was the most recent of them, as far as when the first issue had launched. And a lot of them contain an ongoing story by Hill called Sea Dogs as far as backup content. So this issue of Plunge contains the 24th chapter of Sea Dogs. Got Red Hood Outlaw from DC, issue number 45. Red Sonja, written by the always amazing Mark Russell. I'm a big fan of his, have been ever since, I say ever since, but it really wasn't that long ago. But he did an amazing series called Exit Stage Left, The Snagglepuss Chronicles for DC, which was part of their revamping of a lot of Hanna-Barbera characters. Russell was also responsible for their Flintstones revamp, which really was an amazing social satire looking at modern day societal issues through the lens of the modern Stone Age family. But this is Red Sonja, and I don't know why I wasn't talking about that. Anyway, Red Sonja, amazing cover. It looks like that's Jay Lee on it. In fact, looking at the signature, yep, looks like it is Jay Lee's artwork. Very stunning, and the book is excellent. Give it a look. Star Wars Adventures, The Clone Wars Battle Tales, part of IDW's All Ages line of Star Wars books. And this is the first issue. Superman's Pal, Jimmy Olsen, by Matt Fraction and Larry Lieber. Fraction is always good for some quirky, just out-there material. Lieber's artwork is great and it complements the goofy stuff perfectly. And it's a very fun series. This is issue number 10. There's still 2 more to go after this one, so if you're looking for something a bit more offbeat, well worth a look. And finally, we've got Wonder Woman, number 755. Yeah, there's Diana. It looks like she's in a bit of a tough spot there. Love the design on those. I'll be honest, I haven't been reading Wonder Woman myself, but those Valkyries or those other Amazons behind her, I don't know, but amazing design on those, on the armor on them. It just looks really cool. So that is it. These are the books that came out this week. I hope you all have a wonderful Memorial Day weekend. Stay safe. Be well. See your family and friends over Zoom if you can. And with any luck, we'll be getting more and more books over the next couple weeks, and hopefully we'll be able to reopen soon. Also, keep an eye out on our curbside pickup site, pickup.ToyWiz.com. A lot of these books are going to be appearing there, so you'll be able to order them and drive on by the store, and I'll drop them in your trunk for you. Okay, that's it. Take care now. Bye-bye.